Imagine waking up every day to a four-legged stand-up comedian. Some dogs are elegant, some are born athletes, and then there are these guys, the drama kings, the goofy clowns, the absolute menaces to furniture everywhere. These dogs don't just live, they entertain. They trip over their own feet, argue like toddlers, and zoom around the house like tiny, uncoordinated rockets. And the best part? They have no idea how funny they are. If you need a daily dose of joy, you're in the right place, because we're counting down 9 dog breeds that will keep you laughing every single day. Let's plunge in. Number 9, the bouncy clown. Imagine a dog that moves like a kangaroo on a sugar rush. Welcome to life with a boxer. The boxer originated in Germany in the late 19th century from the Bullenbeißer, an English bulldog, bred for hunting and guarding. They later became military and police dogs. Today, they're known for their playful, loyal nature. These goofballs don't just run. They bounce across the room like someone replaced their legs with springs. One minute they're gracefully trotting. The next, they're tumbling over their own paws, like a cartoon character slipping on a banana peel. And their faces are pure comedy gold. One second, they look like deep philosophers contemplating the meaning of life. And the next, they're full-on dirt mode, tongue out, eyes crossed, pure chaos. It's like living with a stand-up comedian who doesn't realize they're funny. Oh, and forget about personal space. A boxer will insist on accompanying you everywhere, including the bathroom. You close the door. Cute. They'll either push it open, stick their nose under, or just sit outside whining like you've abandoned them forever. Privacy is not in a boxer's vocabulary. Number 8, the little dog with a big ego. Today, they're beloved for their bold, playful personalities. Dachshunds are the definition of small dog, big attitude. The dachshund originated in Germany over 300 years ago, bred to hunt badgers with their long bodies and short legs and may only be a few inches tall. But in their minds, they're apex predators ready to take on a lion. They'll square up against a dog 10 times their size, barking like they just got drafted into a street fight. And their biggest enemy is their own reflection. They'll stare it down, growl, and puff up like they're about to throw hands, except they don't have hands. And let's talk about how they move. Those tiny legs go faster than their brain can process, making them look like a runaway sausage on turbo mode. And climbing onto the couch, it's a full-blown Olympic sport. The determination is real, the jump is ambitious, and the landing, absolute disaster. But do they give up? Never. They'll try again and again and again until you finally give in and just pick them up. Number 7, the walking comedy sketch. Bulldogs are living proof that life doesn't have to make sense. Their entire existence is one long, hilarious struggle against the laws of physics. They waddle more than they walk. Their run looks like they're trying to moonwalk forward, and they somehow manage to snore even when they're awake. And their attitude? Legendary. They once originated in England for bull baiting, but evolved into a gentle companion after the sport was banned. Today, they're known for their wrinkled faces, sturdy builds, and affectionate nature. Bulldogs always look like they've had enough. Enough exercise, enough responsibility, enough of your nonsense. They sit like exhausted grandpas who've just retired from a life of hard labor, staring at you like, you expect me to fetch. In this economy, then there's their superpower, falling asleep anywhere, anytime. They could be playing 1 second and the next, boom, face first into the floor, snoring like a tiny 4-legged tractor. And the best part? They don't care. Bulldogs live life on their own terms, and honestly, they make laziness look like an art form. Number 6, the professional goofball. Golden retrievers are walking sunshine with the grace of a toddler on roller skates. They're the kind of dog that will chase a ball full speed into a wall, shake it off like nothing happened, and then do it again because enthusiasm is all that matters. The golden retriever was developed in Scotland in the 19th century by crossing retrievers with water spaniels to create the perfect hunting dog. Today, they're loved for their intelligence, loyalty, and friendly nature. They walk into rooms with purpose, only to forget why they're there, stare into the void for a second, and then wag their tail like, oh well. And their obsession with carrying things is unmatched. If it fits in their mouth, it's theirs. Socks, shoes, the TV remote, anything at all, even your dignity. You'll be watching a movie, turn your head, and there they are, proudly holding your underwear like they've just won an Olympic medal. Golden retrievers don't need to try to be funny. They just are. Their boundless energy, goofy expressions, and complete lack of self-awareness make every single day with them a comedy show. Number 5, the master of goofy faces. The pug originated in China over 2,000 years ago as a royal companion dog, later popularized in Europe. They're now cherished for their playful, affectionate nature and distinctive wrinkled faces. Pugs look like someone tried to shape a dog out of clay, sneezed in the middle, and just decided to leave it that way. Their faces alone are hilarious, squished, wrinkly, and always stuck between looking confused and slightly disappointed in you with a reaction that's pure drama. Tell a pug no, and it won't just move on. It'll let out a deep, dramatic sigh like a sad movie character, then stare at you like you've shattered its heart. And their energy is all over the place. One minute, they're snoring like a grandpa on the couch, and the next, they're spinning in circles or suddenly sprinting through the house at 2 a.m. like they just remembered something important. Their snorting is also unmatched. If you ever need a laugh, just listen to a pug try to bark and breathe at the same time. It's like a tiny, wheezing gremlin giving it everything it's got and failing in the funniest way possible. Number 4, the royal clown. The corgi originated in Wales as a herding dog, dating back over 1,000 years. Known for their short legs and big personalities, they're now beloved companions and royal favorites. Corgis may have royal status, but they're absolutely ridiculous. First, we have to talk about their butts. It is physically impossible to watch a corgi waddle away and not burst out laughing. The corgi originated in Wales as a herding dog, dating back over 1,000 years. Known for their short legs and big personalities, they're now beloved companions and royal favorites with their little legs moving so fast, yet their fluffy backside bounces like it has a mind of its own. Then there's their attitude. Corgis don't think they're in charge, they know they are. Your house is theirs. Your schedule, they'll decide. And your life, consider it managed. They'll stare down a dog 10 times their size like they're about to negotiate $1 million deal, and somehow they always win. Their zoomies are also pure chaos. A corgi at full speed is like a furry rocket with zero steering. They'll take off, crash into a wall, slide across the floor, and somehow end up upside down, staring at you like, yep, totally planned that. Number 3, the mischief expert. Beagles are the class clowns of the dog world. They don't try to be funny, it just happens naturally. The beagle originated in England as a hunting dog, bred for tracking small game with its keen nose. Today, it's loved for its friendly nature and exceptional sense of smell. However, their best talent is to steal things: socks, sandwiches, your car keys. If a beagle can grab it, it's theirs now. And the best part is when you catch them red-handed, they'll just stare at you with big, innocent eyes like, "Steal? Me? I would never." Then there's their legendary escape skills. A beagle will take one look at your fenced yard and think, challenge accepted. They'll dig, climb, or even squeeze through spaces you didn't think were physically possible. One minute they're in the yard, the next they're halfway to another zip code. And their howls, oh boy. Beagles don't just bark, they sing like dramatic opera stars. They'll belt out a full concert at 3 a.m. because they saw a squirrel, a leaf, or possibly a ghost. If chaos had a mascot, it would be a beagle. Number 2, the drama queen. Huskies don't just make life funny, they turn it into a full-blown comedy series. These dogs are walking, howling, furniture-destroying divas. The Siberian Husky originated obviously in Siberia, bred by the Chukchi people as sled dogs for endurance in harsh conditions. Today, they're known for their wolf-like looks, high energy, and friendly nature. Tell a husky no, and you won't get silence, you'll get a full argument. They'll stomp their feet, throw their head back, and scream like a teenager grounded for the weekend. And yes, scream, not bark. Huskies have a special talent for making the most ridiculous, over-the-top noises imaginable. They don't just talk back, they perform. If they don't get what they want, they'll let out a dramatic, drawn-out wail that can probably be heard 3 cities away. Then there's their love for chaos. Leave them alone for 5 minutes, and you'll return to a living room that looks like it was hit by a hurricane. Shredded couch? Check. Pillows exploded? Check. And the best part? They'll wag their tail, tilt their head, and stare at you like, "Aren't you proud of my work?" Number 1, the living meme. French bulldogs aren't just funny, they're naturally hilarious. Everything they do looks like it belongs in a comedy sketch. The French bulldog originated in 19th century France, developed from small English bulldogs bred for companionship. Today, they're loved for their bat-like ears, playful nature, and affectionate personality. First, there's their walk. They don't just move, they waddle like a tiny penguin who just remembered they left the stove on. And if they don't feel like doing something, good luck. A Frenchie will flop onto the floor like a toddler mid-tantrum and refuse to budge. Then there's their behavior, pure comedy. They'll chase their own tails, forget what they were doing halfway through playtime, and sit like a tiny old man who just figured out the meaning of life. And their faces, always judging. A Frenchie will stare at you like you made a terrible life decision, especially if it involves food they wanted. And the noises. Oh, the noises. Frenchies don't just breathe, they perform. Snorting, grunting, wheezing. They sound like a tiny pig practicing stand-up comedy. The ultimate comedians of the dog kingdom? So, which of these hilarious dog breeds is your favorite? Or do you have a funny dog story that tops all of this? Drop it in the comments. We need to hear from you. If you think these dogs are hilarious, wait until you see what foods could actually kill them. Some of the most common snacks are shockingly dangerous. Don't risk it. Watch 10 foods you should never feed your dog no matter what right now. Trust us, you won't believe what's on the list. See ya.